No, dude, you illegally pulled me over. I don't need to calm down. You're violating my rights right now. It's a Fourth Amendment violation. You illegally pulled me over and then lied about my speed. Yes, it is. You can't stop someone for not breaking the law and say they broke the law. That's a crime, dude. You're a f***ing liar. Just go cut the ticket. So I'll see you in court.
Okay.
What's going on, boss?
You cannot take pictures of the prison.
Excuse me, back up.
You cannot take pictures of the prison.
I'm on an easement.
You are not on an easement. You're on state property.
It's an easement, sir.
You're on state property.
It's an easement.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have prison guard officers threatening to arrest an auditor simply for recording on a public easement. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and like the video to help it reach more people so everyone can learn how to protect their rights as citizens. As always, I'll leave the link in the video description below, so make sure to check out their channel and show them some love. Now, let's get into the video.
What's going on, boss?
You cannot take pictures of the prison.
Excuse me, back up.
You cannot take pictures of the prison.
I'm on an easement.
You are not on an easement. You're on state property.
It's an easement, sir.
You're on state property.
It's an easement. I got the GIS survey in my truck.
I need a state trooper sent to the entrance of the prison. I have a gentleman out here filming my staff as they leave.
See that sign on that side, your property.
The prison's right there, so how can that side?
From that side on is your property. There's an easement from the center of the road so people can walk. It's called an easement. So people can walk without being on your property.
There is no sidewalk.
That's why there's an easement. If there's no sidewalk, you have to walk on the easement. You ever see anybody ride a bicycle by here? Did you ever see Google Earth drive by here?
You're not Google Earth.
It doesn't matter. It's public, sir. I'm taking pictures in public.
Secure institution.
In there, not out here.
Yes, it's a secure institution.
This is an easement. Do you see any bars or wires going down the road here? All the bars and wires are up there, brother. That's where you have authority, not out here.
I have authority on.
You don't have authority out here on me.
I have authority on all.
I'm not one of your inmates. Why don't you go in there and take care of your inmates instead of bothering somebody out in the public?
Why don't you quit taking pictures of my officers while they leave?
I'm allowed to.
Did any of them sign a release allowing you to?
Anything I could see in public, I could film. There's no expectation of privacy in public. It's called the First Amendment of the Constitution.
You're not in public, you're on state property.
I'm on the side of the road. It's called an easement. Gentlemen, how are you doing today?
Not bad, sir.
Good.
You're interfering with public, or you're interfering with.
I'm standing on the side. I'm standing on the side of the road.
I know you are.
Can you please stand back?
You're parked illegally.
No, my car just overheated.
Okay. Do we need to call a record?
No, I got 48 hours.
Okay. Well, listen. Okay. You can't be filming the guards and stuff as they come.
I'm on a public easement.
Okay.
Where are people supposed to walk?
Huh?
Where are people supposed to walk?
Well, you have a car right there.
Yeah, that's right. I'm walking too. I'm exercising.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
see how fat I am?
do you have your license and registration and insurance?
Have I broken the law?
Well, if you broke down, I need to make sure that the vehicle's properly registered.
I'll be fine. I'm a big boy. I'm 55 years old. I've broken down before. I don't need your.
Well,
I don't need your assistance. I don't need your assistance. Thank you.
You have your license on you?
I'm not driving.
You're not.
I'm not driving right now. I'm walking.
Okay, but I need to make sure you're valid to drive.
I'm not. You haven't pulled me over for a valid traffic stop. What traffic infraction have I violated?
No, you're saying your vehicle's having a medical.
It is, but it'll cool down. It does that way.
You're saying your vehicle's having a mechanical.
It does that every once in a while.
Okay.
It'll cool down. Takes about 45 minutes to cool down, and then I'll be on my way. I'm allowed to film anything for public. Anything my eyes can see, I can film.
Okay.
It's public.
What?
First Amendment of the Constitution.
Okay, but you're interfering with these.
I'm not interfering. I'm standing out here. They came to me. I didn't say nothing to anybody.
Their property.
I'm not on their property. It's an easement.
This is.
No, this is an easement.
Okay, this is the entrance to
No,
the farm.
well, then I'll move. I'm not blocking traffic.
Okay.
I stopped to converse with you fellas. What's your name and badge number?
Corporal Miller. State Police,
Badge.
314.
Thank you very much for your professionalism. You, sir?
Trooper Spessert.
I'm sorry, Specialist?
Trooper Spessert.
Spessard. Pleasure to meet you fellas.
844.
But you're sure you're fine? Your vehicle's not.
I'm good
gonna
to
have
go.
any issues?
It'll cool down in a minute.
Okay.
Plus, I want to get some exercise in, walking along the easement. If I would have brought my bike, I would have rode my bike up and down, but I didn't bring my bike.
Okay, but if your vehicle's constantly having that problem, you might want to have.
I've had a look at it. It might be a thermostat. I don't know. 15 feet from the center of the road is an easement, so people could walk without getting hit on the road. It's illegal to walk on the road. I have a GIS survey map in my vehicle. If you'd like to see a GIS survey map, I got it right in my vehicle.
Stop filming my officers as they leave to go home.
See, I'm in public, sir. You can't trespass the eyes. Freedom of the press.
Sir, you sure you're good?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm good to go, man.
Wreck or anything like that?
No, it'll cool down. It usually does this every once in a while.
Okay.
It'll cool down in about a half hour or so.
Well, like I said, don't interfere with their guards.
Nope, I haven't talked to any of them, and he came out to me. I didn't speak to anybody.
No.
Even when they were pulling out, I didn't speak to nobody.
But that's fine. But please get back across the road next to your car, not in the entrance.
Oh, yeah. Nobody's pulled in yet.
Yeah, or
I don't need to. I am 55 years old. I haven't been hit by a truck, bus. Besides, if they hit me, it's their onus.
I got
Right? They have to look out for pedestrians.
Yeah.
So I'm good for walking across the street.
Right here on the side of the road.
Yep. You see that sign right there? It says trespass. Everything from there over is their property.
Right.
Everything from here over is public land where you can ride a bicycle, walk.
I understand.
All right.
I understand. So,
He didn't. Did you explain it to him?
I did.
All right.
So, but just be careful.
I'm always careful.
But
Hey,
I've never
I'm a Marine. I made it through a lot of shit without youngins like you telling me what to do.
Well, thank you for your
All right.
You're not the only Marine here. So
Yep.
Are you a Marine?
I am.
Semper Fi, brother.
35.
You look like a Marine. You look sharp. I don't look so much sharp anymore. I good eating and all that.
Well, that happens.
All I'm out here doing is exercising my rights to film and upholding my sworn oath to defend the Constitution, specifically the Bill of Rights.
Yep. But don't interfere with government process.
Again, you've already told me that a million times. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing it for a long time.
All right.
I never talk to anybody. I just film.
Okay. Well, you have a good day, sir.
All right, thanks. You do the same.
Folks, this whole situation is a perfect lesson in knowing your rights and staying calm when dealing with authority. The guy filming knew exactly where he stood. He was on an easement, which is public space, and he made it clear he had every right to be there and record. Easements are meant for people to walk, bike, or stop without stepping into traffic, even if it's next to state property like a prison. That's why it's so important to understand what's considered public and private property. If you're ever stopped for filming in public, remember, anything you can see from a public spot, like a sidewalk or easement, you can record. The courts have backed this up many times because it ties directly to your First Amendment rights. What made this guy's approach work was how calm and confident he was. He didn't yell or escalate things, he simply stated the law and stood his ground. For example, he mentioned the GIS survey he had in his car. Having that kind of proof can shut down a lot of arguments. But he also stayed polite, even when the guards and officers were clearly annoyed. That's a great reminder for someone. If you're calm and respectful, you're less likely to escalate a situation. So, next time you're in public and someone challenges your right to be there, take a breath, know your rights, and hold your ground. It's your right, and it's the law.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm Deputy Van Arm from the Palmdale Sheriff's Station, stopping you for your speed a little bit fast.
The speed limit's 60. I was doing 60. My cruise control was set.
Yeah, we had you at 80, that car that we got pulled over right
No.
now.
No, you didn't. You didn't catch me at 80. You're a liar.
Well, can I get your
Don't
license,
call.
please, sir?
I need to see your radar or something that says you caught me at 80 when I was doing 60.
We're doing a speed operation out here. Okay, I don't have the laser gun on me. but-
You didn't clock me doing 80. You're a liar, bro. I just beat a case like this in court. You'll see me in court.
Okay, that's fine. Can I get your license?
Yeah, you'll get my license. Insurance should be in the glove box.
As well, I'm also recording, so you don't need to, but don't want to. But
No, I'm recording because you're a liar, dude. Your insurance should be in the glove box.
As well, I'm also recording, so you don't need to if you don't want to. But
No, I'm recording because you're a liar, dude. You just lied. Blatantly f***ing lied, dude.
I am recording as well.
You're a goddamn liar.
Okay.
I hate liars, dude. You are a criminal. You're part of a criminal conspiracy to defraud citizens of their money. You're a f***ing criminal, dude.
And you still live out there on Lakewood?
That's none of your business where I live, dude. I gave you my ID. That's what it says, right? So that's all you... Don't worry about it. There's no questions. You're cutting me a ticket. Cut me a ticket.
Mr. Hicks, calm down.
No, dude. You illegally pulled me over. I don't need to calm down. You're violating my rights right now. It's a Fourth Amendment violation. You illegally pulled me over and then lied about my speed. Yes, it is. You can't stop someone for not breaking the law and say they broke the law. That's a crime, dude. You're a f***ing liar. Just go cut the ticket. So I'll see you in court.
Okay, so I'll tell you what. Do you have a more current insurance card for me? This one expired. Actually, hold on 1 second. It's not here for you. You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
That's a good one. There you go. Do you have the registration?
Yeah, it's right here. You see all this on your shit, though.
Okay, just want to make sure. You know, you just had to carry it in your vehicle. I'll tell you what. Give me a moment. I'll be right back. Okay?
Yep. I wasn't. My cruise control was set at 60. They do this to me all the time. This is what I keep telling you.
It was the noise of the car.
Yeah. They're f***ing criminals. These cops are f***ing criminals. I literally had my cruise control set at 60, and he said I was doing 80, but he doesn't have a radar. How the f*** can you be doing 80 miles an hour, catch me doing 80 when you don't have a radar? You're right behind me, so you're clocking me. You can see I'm only doing 60 because cars are passing me.
When I looked at your speedometer, it was around 59.
Yeah, and the speed here is 60. This guy's a f***ing straight up liar.
Well, you don't have to be so rude, though.
Yeah, I do. I don't like liars, dude. You can't just be a f***ing liar and say you're a cop and you're upholding the law while you f***ing lie.
That's kind of what that cop acted like yesterday.
They're f***ing scandalous scumbags, dude. They break the law and then they say you're breaking the law.
Are these San Bernardino or LA cops?
They're LA County Sheriff. You're cutting me a ticket, cut me the f***ing ticket. It's a Fourth Amendment violation, dude. You cannot just pull people over for no right. You have to have a legal reason to stop somebody in the United States.
That other car might have been doing 80, but you weren't.
The law is really clear on this, dude. You cannot just pull people over for no cause and just lie and say they're doing something.
Wait.
It's a whole sack of dog shit, dude. This guy knows the f***ing liar.
It's just a way to make money.
Yeah, well, they'll see you in court, dude. You can't just be pulling people over illegally for not breaking a law.
I bet you they're not going out the same way you are, but I bet you they're giving the cops hell.
Everybody here is getting a ticket for not breaking the law, probably.
Oh, that's a check right there.
I mean, I seen this dude come off the side street. He was right behind me.
Yeah,
He didn't see me doing 80 miles an hour.
Well, you weren't.
I know, my cruise control was set at 60. The speed limit's 60. Look at these guys. They're stopping people all over the street for nothing. No, they're not. Criminals! You guys are fucking criminals.
He wasn't going 80 miles an
No.
hour, that maroon car.
No, they're stopping people for no reason right now. They're just stopping anybody and everybody. They're a bunch of fucking criminals.
They're just doing what their boss tells them to do, Cliff.
We're their boss. They work for us. It says protect and serve on those vehicles. It doesn't say control and dominate. Look at these guys. Illegal U-turn. I want his ass ticketed. Those are all illegal U-turns. You can't just leave the shoulder and turn around like that.
He's been ticket.
This bitch. You illegal U-turn. Here's another one. Illegal U-turn. Look it. They're all breaking the law while they're giving people tickets. Are you going to cite all these guys for illegal U-turn? Because they're all taking a turn from the shoulder over the double yellow. That's a violation of the law. That's a real one, not a lie like you made up my speed.
Mr. Hicks,
What do you want?
I do need to get your signature really fast.
Yeah, I know how to deal with this, dude. Just hand me the thing so I can sign it.
I'm going to hand you this order. I hold on to this while I get your signature.
Can I?
No, that's not how it works.
Yes, it is. For
Since
me.
when?
Since I hold on to it like this.
Yeah, criminal.
All right.
There you go. I need your name and badge number for the camera.
It's all on here.
No, that's not how it works, bro. The Badge Act of 1993 says you need your badge. You have to give your name and badge number.
Don't get yourself.
That's the Badge Act of 1993. Know the law before you try to uphold it.
Listen to me. yourself all worked up.
No, I have a legal reason to be worked up. You just violated my Fourth Amendment right to move freely through the country.
Okay, well, be quiet for a second.
I don't have to.
Is this your mom? I feel sorry
Yeah,
for her right
it's
now.
my First Amendment right to digress you however I see fit. So you don't get to tell me nothing.
Mom arguing with me over all this, okay? My
You
name is-
broke the law, dude. I'll see you in court, and then I'll see you in a federal court after that.
That's fine too.
Give me my ticket.
You want my name and badge number first?
Yes, I do.
Okay, then relax and calm down. Slow yourself down.
No, you slow yourself down and just give the name and badge number. You're not my daddy. You don't talk to me like that. You're my employee.
Okay, here's this. My name's on there.
I need your name and badge number for the camera.
Have a great day, sir. Drive
Nope.
safe.
All right. Now, that's a constitutional violation. I need his car's number. I need the vehicle number of your vehicle because I'm turning you in for a constitutional violation. The Badge Act of 1993 says you have to name an ID.
My name's on there, but you're all worked up.
No,
over nothing.
you need to ID yourself, badge number and
My
name.
name is Van Ornum.
Two
my
two
number-
714.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
that
it wouldn't have
simple.
been that hard because you just violated the Badge
All
Act by
you wanna
not
do-
doing it
hey,
before I got
all
out.
you want to do is sit here and argue with me. I'm
No,
not-
I want you to do your f***ing job properly. I don't want you to break the law and then tell me I'm breaking the law when you're doing
Have a
it.
good day.
You
Goodbye.
f***ing scumbag. You piece of low life. Eat a d***er.
This is what that ticket sound. That's what
I
that.
don't give
No, I'm just telling you. It wasn't because you were doing 80 miles an hour.
I know.
There's a huge difference between enforcing the law and abusing it, and what we saw here is a perfect example of that line being crossed. A man gets pulled over, and right from the jump, the officer says he was speeding, doing 80 in a 60. But here's the thing, the man had his cruise control set at 60, and the officer admits he didn't have a radar reading, so how do you issue a speeding ticket with no proof? Then it gets worse. Instead of staying professional, the officer becomes defensive, refuses to clearly identify himself, and even mocks the man for asking for his rights to be respected. The situation spirals into what feels less like law enforcement and more like intimidation. It's moments like this that highlight why it's so important for everyday people to know their rights. Your Fourth Amendment protects you from unlawful stops and searches, and your First Amendment gives you the right to speak out and record. When someone is calm, informed, and still gets treated this way, it shows how power can be misused without accountability. We're not talking about resisting police, we're talking about holding them to the same law they swear to uphold. Whether it's a traffic stop or just standing on the sidewalk filming, you don't lose your rights because someone in uniform is uncomfortable. Real change starts when enough people know what's legal, what's not, and have the courage to call it out when it counts.
Yeah, we don't understand what.
Do you guys know the law? Do you know that if we're in a public sidewalk?
Is she sheriff? I've never seen a sheriff's uniform.
Can I ask you a question? Ma'am?
Did she identify herself?
Yeah, what's your name, badge number, please?
Please identify yourself to us, ma'am.
Can I get your name, badge number?
Well, I guess, do we have to walk over and get it? Now I've got him on the video camera. I'm going to see if I can get a picture of him. Oh, wait, he's walking away. He's walking away. So.
He called us in, so
Okay,
he's keeping eyes on us.
Why not?
Is there a reason why you're taking a picture of me?
Because you came up to me.
Yeah, we don't understand what.
Do you guys know the law? Do you know that if we're in a public sidewalk?
Is she sheriff? I've never seen a sheriff's uniform.
Can I ask you a question? Ma'am?
Did she identify herself?
Yeah, what's your name, badge number, please?
Please identify yourself to us, ma'am.
Can I get your name, badge number?
Well, I guess, do we have to walk over and get it?
Ma'am, can I get your name, badge number? We're free, ma'am. Do you know freedom? That badge doesn't give you a right to just come and tell people what they can and can't do, ma'am. There's 3 angles, so we're getting you either way. Well, how come you guys don't like the First Amendment, ma'am? You know, we have the right to come and take pictures of anything we can see from a public setting. Can I get your name and badge number per your policy to identify yourself, ma'am? And what is your name and badge number, ma'am? Well, this lady's going to learn a valuable lesson.
I got her badge number, but she's covering her name tag. And it says sheriff's on the side, but her badge says security.
Yeah, she's sheriff security. But they're still they still fall under the sheriff's. But it's okay. She's young and she's going to learn a lesson today about the Constitution.
She's a sergeant.
Ma'am, how are you? We're just taking some shots for a little story we're doing, that's all. Just take some pictures.
What story are you doing?
I can't say because it's not published yet, so we don't know yet, yeah. But we're just taking some shots, that's all.
Okay. What website are you going to publish on?
Oh, that's all I'm going to say, yeah, until we know, until we finish the story, yeah. So it'll probably be a couple weeks before we finish it.
All right.
So. But maybe you could tell her, she came out and told us that we can't take pictures, and she's clearly wrong. This is a First Amendment protected activity, as long as we're on the public sidewalk. Plus, you have Fordyce versus Seattle, you have California Penal Code 148.G. But it's just, I think you guys need to, the education thing is because she came out and made a false statement saying that we can record. So, yeah, we just want to be left alone. So.
All right. Well.
You have a good day, okay?
The activity and stuff. And a big band
I
came
would like
out.
to tell you guys that there are going to be there's going to be traffic. So
That's fine. That's fine, yeah. And if we were crossing, they have to stop for us, man. I know the pedestrian laws. We have the right of way. So, yeah, that doesn't even fall into play because if they're coming and I'm crossing, they have to stop for me. So, thank you, though.
Can we ask for your ID?
No, we California law, yeah. We haven't committed a crime, so we're okay. What's your name and badge number? Stella?
Stella.
Badge number, please.
437.
Can you identify yourself now, ma'am, since I've asked you about 8 times? 190, thank you. Can I get your badge number?
Absolutely. Deputy De La Torre, that's Delatore, 476489, sir.
Philip.
My pleasure, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
How you doing, sir?
Good afternoon.
Oh, ma'am, Sergeant, make sure not to delete that file because we will be making a request for that footage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. The Hero 3 Plus, that's not bad.
I'm sorry?
I said it's a GoPro Hero 3 Plus, that's not a bad camera.
No, it's not. It's actually pretty good. Is there any reason why you're wearing sunglasses and a dark hat? I'm talking
He always dresses to impress.
I mean,
yeah.
This is a
Well,
courthouse, is it?
No, I'm just asking. It's sometimes people try to.
Well, I mean, there's sun out. I mean, look at the sun's beating down right on us.
Well, it's like you don't want to be identified. Same with you, sir.
Can I ask you a question? What the hell gives you the right to identify me?
I'm just asking you.
No. I'm asking you a question now. Why do you want to identify me?
It's part of my job.
No, it's not, ma'am. Okay, what's RAS, ma'am? What's tell me. Let's see how much your education. Yeah, that's what I thought. Walk of shame and look at.
I look forward to your video.
You make yourself look stupid, man. Instead of making an example for these young deputies and show them what the law says, you're over here trying to exert authority you don't have.
Oh, okay.
I just asked a question.
Well, that was a stupid question. Excuse me?
You're very defensive.
Because I don't appreciate you coming out here first asking me for ID, which.
Hold on.
Let me speak.
Your ID and you said no.
Let me speak. You specifically know that you're not supposed to ask me for ID because I haven't committed a crime, but yet you want the ID to try to hem me up and run my name and try to catch me on something.
I can ask you for ID. Can I
I didn't say you couldn't ask me. All I'm saying is that's what's wrong with the disconnect. See, the fact that you don't even understand that you're crossing the line is that's why good cops are getting shot, because of the disconnect between you and understanding what I'm saying.
Saying I'm gonna get shot, or?
Okay, now you're being stupid, man. Now you're being stupid. Now you're being totally stupid. Yeah, now you're being totally stupid. How'd you make sergeant? I'm just trying to tell you that the actions that disconnect the public between the police is just those actions. You got this lady trying to intimidate us with her camera, looking dumb, going to be on YouTube. There's crime.
Size comparison.
Did you guys see the Long Beach, right? All the crime.
Yeah.
And yet they're bothering
I guess all the
lawful.
crimes are
They're bothering a lawful activity. It's like it's beyond belief that with all the stuff that you guys got going on, you have time, ma'am, at your pay rate to be standing out here and not doing nothing. It's a shame. This is what we pay for.
The children
and you're going to eventually go back, and that's called a walk of shame, because you're trying to intimidate us with that stupid little camera, which ain't going to do nothing. You know, we're photographers. We're around cameras all the time. So you guys are too old to be playing all these stupid little games. It's like, why don't you teach these guys about the real law, the one that you guys swore to protect, instead of coming out here and intimidating people that aren't doing nothing wrong, or trying to intimidate.
Oh, please, yes.
You know, everything was fine. He was fine. That one lady didn't want to interfere, so she came out saying that we couldn't do what we were doing. That's why you get what you get. You know, you guys are supposed to be law enforcement, but yet you're not enforcing any laws right now. There's no laws being broken for you guys to even be out here.
I was
shame.
just trying to answer the question. I wear a big black floppy hat because I don't want cancer on my ears.
Yeah, I mean, the sun's beating down. You got
Actually, he went to court today in another court. That's why we were there. That's why he's dressed that way. You know? But you guys are all dismissed now. You guys have a good day, okay? Thank you for being courteous.
Hey, this guy's got these plastic. That's a violation.
They're watching us over there already. No, thank you.
I don't know. No, we don't.
No, we're on the sidewalk. We only need that if we go on the court. No, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. You have a good day.
Have a good day.
Thank you, ma'am. You have a good day.
Have a good day, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. You have a good day. 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 Thank you, ma'am. And you need to stay off her personal space too, but I wouldn't do that to you. So, no, thank you, ma'am. No, thank you, ma'am. What you like to do is it doesn't matter, ma'am. No, thank you, ma'am. We don't have, I'm telling you, I don't want it, ma'am. So now stop harassing us. No, don't take nothing from him. Don't stop. Okay? You're dismissed. Take your walk of shame.
This situation is a perfect example of why understanding your rights isn't just important, it's necessary. If you're out in public, standing on a sidewalk, and recording something that's in plain view, that's 100% legal. It doesn't matter if you're a journalist, a tourist, or just someone curious with a camera. You don't need permission. You don't need credentials. And you definitely don't need to explain yourself to every official who walks by. That's what the First Amendment is all about, your right to gather information, to film, and to speak freely in public spaces. But what we see too often is people in uniforms trying to flip the script, as if your rights only exist when they approve of them. That's not how it works. In this video, the officers approached and questioned someone for simply taking pictures on a sidewalk. Instead of asking how they could help or just letting it go, they demanded names and badge numbers were withheld, and one officer even tried to intimidate with her own camera. But here's the thing, the law doesn't change just because someone feels uncomfortable. Real-life example, the courts have consistently ruled that public photography is protected, even outside government buildings, courthouses, and police stations. You shouldn't need to be a lawyer to stand your ground. You just need to stay calm, know your rights, and not be afraid to say, "I'm not doing anything wrong," because when officials overstep, it's not about safety. It's about control, and the best way to push back against that is with knowledge and a camera. That's how we keep each other accountable.
Area at a time, just because COVID operations and stuff like that. So like I said, he's allowed to take pictures or whatever, video. But like I said, nothing behind the camera, not behind the camera, but behind the wall.
Credit card information, stuff like that. I understand all the rules. I've dealt with postal inspectors before, and I'm not here to break any rules. I'm just here to exercise my rights peacefully. That's all I'm trying to do here.
Okay. All right. So he's fine as long as he's just don't want.
Yeah, this is public. It's public. I have a right to film in public. Today we are at the United States Post Office here in Bloomfield, Connecticut. We are here today to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public officials respect our rights and treat us with respect. Let's see how they do. So apparently they have 3-person maximum here. This building dedicated to public service, 1967. Public service. That's what the public servants need to learn. Public service. They're here to serve the public. Nothing more. That's it. Not violate our rights. So I'm not seeing poster 7 here. Take a look around and let's see how they do.
Excuse me, sir. Hello?
Hey, how are you? Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Taking video.
Yeah, I'm taking video. That's correct, sir. Yeah.
You can't have video in the post office.
Why can't I?
I know who you are, man. I've seen these videos.
Oh, you've seen the videos?
Yeah, I've seen these videos.
It's a federal building.
I don't. A federal building.
We the people hat on. Come on up.
The We the People hat gave me away. No, ma'am, you're incorrect. In a federal building, you can record in a federal building. Poster 7, rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property.
I don't want my face on video.
Right, exactly.
There you go.
You work for the public.
It don't matter.
It does matter.
It don't matter.
You work for the public, man.
You want to come on my property.
This ain't your property. This is the people's property.
But guess what? This is owned by a private person, though.
No, it's not.
But you don't know. This building is not owned by the federal government.
So who's the person who owns it?
Man, anything that's a fragile person, potentially hazardous, low, fuel, chicken, batteries, and mercury.
This is owned.
Better to do?
This is owned by a private person, apparently.
Yeah. Take it somewhere else.
Let me.
Now, do you need express mail service, man? Get this package.
Cheap.
Cheap. All right.
Look at him holding up his box over here.
Or signature required.
Just make it cheap and get it there whenever. You want to be video?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Do you mind not recording me anymore?
Ma'am, you're in public, so.
He could deal with the police.
No, I'd really rather you not record
Call the
me.
police for what? I'm not breaking a crime. I'm not committing a crime.
Come to your house, inside your house.
That's ridiculous.
I bet you
Please stop
won't.
recording me?
Yeah, well, can you just conduct your business? I'm not trying to interrupt anybody's
Can you
business.
erase that footage, please?
No, I just want to, yeah. Oh, and the better to do. I'm just working on a story for the post office. That's all I'm doing, man. You just gotta relax. Yeah, you could, go ahead, go do what you gotta do.
I'd really rather you not record me anymore.
Yeah, I'm not recording you.
Come on up. I can help you.
Please? I really need you to like erase the
But
footage
what's
on your
the
phone.
what's the
What
issue?
right do you have to record me in public?
This is a public building. That's why. This is a public building. This is a federal building owned by the government.
Okay, but it's my body and it's my face. I'd rather not be.
No, but wasn't until you started talking to me, I wasn't gonna record you. I don't know why. I don't understand what's the issue.
What? Like, I just don't get it. Like, I don't understand why you feel the need to record. What right
I'm not
do you
gonna.
have?
I have the right. I have the right of freedom of press. I'm gathering content for a story. What are you so upset about?
That's ridiculous.
What are my credentials at?
Your press credentials.
I don't need what agency gives out?
You see this? This is my credentials.
Yeah, that's your credentials.
Okay, so where are your credentials saying that you work for the
I'm asking. Okay, I'm going to answer your question.
Answer my question.
What agent?
Answer my question.
What?
What
Calm
paper you
down.
work for?
Calm down.
What paper you work
Calm
for?
down. You're causing a scene,
No,
sir.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
You're causing a scene. You're causing a scene.
Yeah, but he say you working for press.
I am a press. I'm an independent. I am the press. I'm an independent journalist.
All right.
The United States. No, I'm not going to erase any footage. No, I'm not here to start a problem with anybody. I'm just here to. Yeah, no, I'm not going to. Please stop. You keep coming up on me like I don't know what's the big deal here. I don't understand. You guys are causing a scene for no reason.
That's ridiculous.
No, you have to have intention. You have to have the intent to harass somebody. Whoa, what are you trying to do? I'm really not. I'm really not. You guys started all this. I was gonna peacefully grab my. I'm conducting business.
Someone step outside.
I'm conducting business.
The last 4 people have to just step outside.
No one's even recording you. What is wrong?
We can only have 3 people in the lobby. So until he leaves, we have to have you guys step out.
This is a public building. I'm just gathering content.
But he has to step out, right? The last 2 people would have to step out until he leaves.
He's not conducting, sir.
Yes, I am. I'm browsing. I'm browsing. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Sir, who? Excuse me, sir. Who are you? Who are you, sir?
We gotta have people come in and do transactions.
I understand. I'm not trying to stop anybody from that. You guys have been really upset since I got here. You didn't even ask me.
Can I help you? I just we gotta have people in the lobby.
That's all, man.
No,
Who
I
are
think
you?
You're allowed to record. I already know that, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
So we need to have 3 people in the area at all times. You know, with COVID situation, so that's all it is.
Yeah. No, man. And you are a supervisor here?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And can I get your name?
Jamal.
Jamal. Nice to meet you, Jamal. Yeah, I'm not here. I wasn't here. They just started getting mad for no reason. I understand some people get mad when they see a camera, but you know, we live in a day and age where there's cameras everywhere. It shouldn't be a big deal. And I'm just here checking up on the. You know, I'm sure you're a supervisor, so you know, and I'm glad that you.
Yeah,
the rules and regulations governing post office. I'm press. I'm just working on a story, just getting some shots here. That's all I'm doing, Jamal.
I understand. Like I said, you're allowed to, like you said, take.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna get some stamps too. Maybe I'll grab myself a card. Do some business here. But my business mainly is to just peacefully film. That's all I'm doing here. And people are freaking out.
Just trying to keep everybody calm. That's all it is. Not a problem.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Hi, good thanks. I'm Officer Catania.
Officer what?
Catania.
Catania. And your badge number?
226.
226?
Yep. How can I help you?
Like I said, we're just trying to keep the lobby area clear. There's only 2 to 3 people in the area at a time. Just because COVID operations and stuff like that. So like I said, he's allowed to take pictures or whatever, video. But like I said, nothing behind the cameras. Not behind the camera, but behind the wall.
Credit card information, stuff like that. I understand all the rules. I've dealt with postal inspectors before, and I'm not here to break any rules. I'm just here to exercise my rights peacefully. That's all I'm trying to do here.
Okay. All right. So he's fine as long as he's just don't want.
Yeah, this is public. It's public. I have a right to film in public.
Exactly. And like you said, a couple people felt uncomfortable with the camera.
Right.
Like you said, once he obeys that, we're fine. That's
Right.
fine. All right.
So what is your wish for him? You want him just
Like
to
I said,
stay?
He could stay here. As long as nobody's in the lobby when you go in there, that's fine.
Correct.
We have the 2 to 3 people, so they're able to take customers and stuff like that. But other than that, we're fine.
Okay.
All right.
Great. Sounds good to me.
Perfect.
Can I get the incident number for this call,
Sure,
please?
you may. And may I get your name?
I'm not going to give my name.
Okay,
No.
problem. Would you like my information as well? Or
Sure, you can put it on there. That'll be great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You got here pretty fast.
You know, I was actually
Quick response time,
just
huh?
at the police department, so we're right next door there.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay. I didn't even
I was
realize.
Just leaving. Yeah.
I didn't even realize. Yeah, quick response time. But I'm not in any danger though, so
Yeah. No, you're fine.
Okay.
All right. Well, call us if you need anything. Okay.
Thanks, officer.
All right,
Take care. Thanks for not violating my rights today.
Happy holidays, right?
You have happy holidays, ma'am. Yeah, I think they have a 3-person limit. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm just filming. Go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you. No problem. I'll hang out in here. That was a quick response time. What was up with that girl? Like, I don't know. Weird, really weird. That was a quick response time for them. Well, thankfully, Malcolm knew exactly the rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property. Let's see if we could find a poster 7, the rules and regulations. I don't see it posted anywhere, which all post offices are required to have it posted somewhere in the lobby. Maybe it's over here.
I'm taking my break. Hey, you can film
You've been on a break all day. You've been on a break all day. Getting good money. $22 an hour is good money?
Nope, I get paid more than that.
Oh, okay. So here we got, no, I don't want to check your bank account. The rules and regulations posted here. He's still running his mouth back there. He said, I've seen your videos before. I know from the We the People hat. That's crazy.
And then open. Oh, those are cute. Yeah, let's do that. You want one of each? No, let me just do one.
You want to record me?
Yeah.
All right, I'll get closer so you can get my face real good. All right? That doesn't bother me.
What's your name?
What's my name? What's your name?
I don't have one.
James?
That's just a fake alias.
That's an alias? James is an alias?
Yep.
Interesting. Well, it's nice to meet you, alias James.
You too, man.
You gotta listen. Being on camera is not a big deal. Look, see, it's not a big deal.
It is for me though.
Well, why? You got something to hide?
Nope.
So why would it bother you?
I work it.
There's cameras everywhere in here.
No, it's not.
There's not?
Because they gave me a receipt.
I'm sure there's cameras somewhere in here, James.
Could be.
They gotta watch to make sure you're not stealing anything.
Could be the postal inspectors right up there too.
Postal inspectors? Yeah, they're the law enforcement for the post office.
How can I help you, sir? Come
Deal
on
with them
out.
all the time. He's gonna help this gentleman while he's recording. Interesting. James wanted to be a star. That's what it comes down to. So thankfully, the supervisor Malcolm knew what he was talking about. Didn't want to violate my rights today because if it was up to these two front counter clerks here, I would definitely have had my rights violated. So shout out to Malcolm.
No, all right.
All right, guys. So we're gonna be getting out of here soon. We proved the point to James and the other woman here that we have a right to record. James, you take care, okay? You have a great day. Have the day you deserve. All right, guys, so we're just getting out of the United States Post Office here in Bloomfield, Connecticut. Got dark really fast. I don't really know what to make of this encounter. There was so much going on and it all hit me at one time, from the clerks, attacking me, to that woman saying to erase my footage and acting all strange. The police got here really fast. Thankfully, shout out to Malcolm, supervisor here, the Bloomfield Post Office. Thankfully, he knew his job. He knew how to de-escalate a situation, and he knew my rights. He knew our rights. He knew we had the right to record, and he didn't want to violate my rights today. And he informed the police that I had every right to record, and we didn't have our rights violated today, which is a very, very good thing. Just the behavior of some people is very concerning. Wow, it unfolded so quickly. So quickly. The police got there so quickly. It was definitely a crazy situation, to say the least. But we made it out without our rights being violated, so that is a good thing. Hopefully we educated James and his co-worker. Hopefully we educated that woman that wanted me to erase her footage. I don't know. It was definitely a strange situation, guys, but let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. As always, stay safe. God bless.
Ever walked into a public place minding your own business and suddenly you're the center of attention just because you're holding a camera? That's exactly what happened at a post office in Bloomfield, Connecticut. One guy walked in, peacefully filming, exercising his First Amendment right, and all hell nearly broke loose. You'd think he was carrying something dangerous, not a phone. Clerks got nervous, customers started demanding he erase footage, and before you know it, the police were called. But here's the thing, he wasn't doing anything illegal. He wasn't filming behind the counter, wasn't capturing credit card info, wasn't disrupting business. He was just filming from a publicly accessible area, which is allowed. And that's what made this moment so eye-opening, because it's not about a camera. It's about understanding your rights and how people react when they don't understand theirs. The real hero here? The supervisor, Malcolm. Cool-headed, respectful, and knowledgeable. He stepped in, reminded everyone of the rules, and kept things from escalating. It was a perfect example of how knowing the law and calmly sticking to it can keep a situation from spiraling out of control. It's kind of wild when you think about it. We live in a world where cameras are everywhere, ATMs, gas stations, even inside stores. But one private citizen using one in public sparks outrage. This video reminds us that being informed, staying calm, and knowing how to handle conflict makes all the difference. You don't have to be aggressive to stand your ground. And sometimes, just by showing up and knowing your rights, you end up teaching others without saying much at all.